All right, so we're gonna check the tension. This is gonna be a real short video. We're going to check and see if having half inch versus a quarter inch is gonna make a huge difference on the tensions. Right now I had it set up for the quarter inch, but it looked like it was pulling nice. So we'll see how it does with this. I'm not gonna really do much of a pattern on this. Well, I say that. Let me try to do kind of a diamond pattern without really putting too much of a mark on there. Maybe I can. Let me see if I have a. Can you hand me one of those pins behind you? See if I can see black on black. Maybe that'll make it more interesting. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna make a real simple diamond, but it's not gonna be. This is not really measured out. This is just gonna be approximately because this, like I said, this is just a test piece, so we'll see how it goes. At least I can see that it's shiny. So let's take this, and I still have to rig up some type of a light on this. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. Looks like that went in pretty straight. All right, I'm not gonna backstitch this because I'm gonna backstitch it once I get around back to that point. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through it. Okay, I'm on the edge of the diamond. You can turn the head 360 degrees and that's all good and everything, but with this, I'm gonna just try to use this test piece as a simple guide. Okay, I'm liking my spacing of my stitches, but it does want to go one more to make it where I can go a straight line. That's back in the original hole, so let's go ahead and lock it in. I'm gonna go ahead and go back and lock it in this direction too. Like I said, this is just a test piece, so it's not that important. Alright, let's take the tension off. And I plan on doing a double diamond stitch on this, or trying to, and seeing how that looks. So let's pull that aside. And I always set my scissors out of reach. So track those down. And when you start doing your actual diamond stitching on your actual workpiece, you definitely want to make sure you have a fresh bobbin. And I would recommend every couple, if it's a long piece, every couple of passes, you go around it. So that made a pretty good little bump. And if it had more, it would. So we're gonna do a double stitch. And actually I'm gonna come off a couple different ways here in a second, just to see how it goes. But let's start a double stitch here. And let's start about one presser foot. And on my machine, and these machines are good if you have them dialed in, but they're not precision instruments. So I feel like you do definitely get more than what you pay for $100 or however much it is that you spend on it, as long as you didn't spend more than a couple $100. But it's pretty nice. Now doing a double stitch, I'm using a line that I already put down as a guide on keeping the edge of my presser foot on out. But when you get to the end here, you really got to pay attention. Now when you're doing a full diamond stitch, you'll be able to follow it all the way around. So I'm just going to actually go ahead and go all the way past. And then I'm going to track back and lock it in this way. And now I can go ahead and pull it around. I'm gonna, like I said before, I'm gonna keep it simple for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and lock her in this way. So I'm gonna put one out as just a test piece. That's about a presser foot away. Walk it over a little bit more. Maybe that'll be all right. Lock that in. Now I'll walk it across. Let's walk it straight across. Lock in here a couple times. Let it lock back. We can see how that looks. The more diamonds there are, the more obvious it's gonna to actually protrude. But that one sticks out quite a bit more. I like that. I mean, obviously that's not a very good diamond, but it was just kind of free-handed on there without actually measuring anything. But it feels definitely like it has quite a bit more padding than just the. If I put this up here, it's got quite a bit more height to it than these do. So I think that will actually look and feel better, and provide a little bit more comfort. But like I said, this piece doesn't matter, but you do. You matter. So if you are a person in crisis, remember to call 988, and if you're a veteran, press 1. Get connected with some type of mental health services. It's very important. There's so many people that go through so much, especially these days. Doesn't matter what political ideology you have, what race you are, what religion you are. Get help if you need help, and do not be afraid, or don't think about what anybody else is going to say, because anything they have to say that's anything but positive just means that they're hurting too, and they probably need more help than they could ever realize, and hopefully they get it too. But once again, that's 988, and if you're a veteran, it's 988, and then press 1. That will get you connected. You have a good day. Have a good time trying to figure this out. Thank you.